So let me ask you to reflect upon this in terms of a how would I say this, a predominantly white Anglo or European church.
Mhm.
You're describing the understanding of mission and place from the perspective of an African and an immigrant.
Yeah.
Um, what I'd like you to comment on is that in so many current existing churches of a predominantly white culture, or even church plants, place is almost non-existent. That is, there's a building that you go to have meetings, and you might want to find other people to attract them there. And so for those for whom, say, the UK or Canada or North America is our home, our place, our real estate, there's almost no sense of being located in place.
Mhm.
And I wonder whether, to use your language, for those kind of people like me, is it possible to imagine mission without first being rooted in place? Because we are so disconnected from place. Am I making sense?
Yes, I think I'm getting you.
Yeah. I'd be interested in your comments on that.
Well, now, again, I'm using my African lenses.
That's what I want you to do.
Looking at the West. I think one of the baggages that we have to rethink when we talk about mission and church in the world today is really the fact that church is possible in a typical Western sense. Church is possible. It's possible to do church with people that are basically focusing on the church as being a community of friends.
Right.
Because they are a community of friends, they can manage to be the community without thinking about the place, without thinking about the neighbors who are not involved in that community.
That's yeah.
And that for me raises the question of can we then talk about mission if church is just this group of people who know one another fairly well, they get to hang out together on a Sunday at a particular place, but the place doesn't really matter for them.
Mm-hmm.
The neighborhood doesn't really, they're not paying attention to what's happening in the neighborhood. The place doesn't exist in their minds. What they are looking at is, let's get together on a Sunday morning. Let's enjoy church, without really paying attention to what else is happening around us, what's happening in our village, what's happening in our location, what's happening in our town. And can we do that and then claim that we're engaging in God's mission? Mm-hmm. Even if we would say we are engaging in God's mission by sending missionaries to Africa and to Asia, but can we claim that this is really we're doing this in God's mission when we don't look around us, when we don't pay attention to our own neighborhoods? Mm-hmm. I think I find that problematic. Now, I've seen two occasions where, with my own eyes, the church has moved from one location to another, and the neighbors don't notice it. Right. It's gone. They're not interested. These people didn't know us. They didn't think about us. They didn't. The first one was a white British church that moved. They managed to get a better building somewhere. The second one was an African immigrant church that moved because they had bought a building somewhere as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they are both moving, leaving their location to another location without registering to the people in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
They had, in both cases, they had come in on Sunday morning, driven from long distances to be in church on Sunday, and then go back. No connection whatsoever with their location. Looking at that, thinking from an African perspective, that doesn't look like we are really engaging in mission if we don't engage in the place where God has placed us.
Mm.
Most Africans will again say, wherever you are, God has placed you for a reason, for such a time as this.